good morning, good afternoon, good evening, as Luke's on his phone. Welcome back to another podcast,
Man,
guys.
we went. Wait, I was like on my phone looking down, blah, blah, blah.
Man, it's been a
Golly.
doozy. It has been a doozy. But hey, we're here.
Hey.
We got some new things.
Yeah, we got a little boom.
Sorry.
box.
Sorry, Coop. Oh, hey, actually, sorry, I forgot to introduce. We have a guest today.
Yeah, come on now.
Whoa.
Jacob Cooper.
Clap it up.
One of
Yeah,
our own.
baby. Let's
One of
do it.
our own.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank
One
you
of our
guys for
own.
having me on.
We don't have a boom arm for him yet, but no, we're getting more stuff coming in. Cameras coming in soon too.
Yeah.
So we're upgrading.
Yes, we
Yeah.
are.
We're upgrading. But
We are.
today we have a good a little good schedule.
Yeah.
We have Blue Run.
First off, are you excited to be on the podcast?
Yes,
or what?
I am.
You've been,
I've been
talking
asking
about this
Luke
for a
for
while.
about 2 or 3 months. I said, hey, if you want views,
Yeah.
I like that.
So hey, we'll keep tally. We'll see how many views this gets.
Yeah, we sure will.
but I am excited.
Yeah.
This is something I'm excited to share my story and
Yeah.
a little
Cool.
bit about me and the insurance world.
But see,
Yeah.
here's the thing though, Coop.
It's not all about me.
You don't drink anything but Fireball and Crown.
That was in college.
College.
I've matured a little.
Yeah, you got a better palate now.
I kind of forgot, Tal. We got you because Cooper for
Yeah.
you. You guys play a little
Oh.
ball together, right?
Yep.
We did.
Sure did.
Fireball Coop.
So you the one that referred the guy that took his shirt off in the interview.
Yeah.
That was you.
Yep.
Okay, no, hold on. You worded that vastly wrong.
I'm sorry.
You
Hey,
said take
either
the
way it
shirt off.
goes.
No. My shirt was already
I don't want to
off because
relive it.
rolled
I don't
out
want to
there.
relive it. I don't want to relive it. I don't want to relive it.
I didn't take it off.
I don't want to
One
relive
time's
it.
enough.
Yeah.
This guy didn't take his shirt off. He just started the interview with no
like,
shirt on.
It's just nothing but.
Now, mind you, that was not an interview I conducted. I would have ended that like right. That had to have been a first round with somebody.
It was.
With Coop.
It was with Jared.
It was
Golly,
Jared.
I would have ended that thing so
It wasn't
fast.
really
It
an
wasn't
interview.
really an interview.
I FaceTimed him. I
Yeah.
said, hey, Jared, I got a guy that might be a good fit.
Oh, so you caught him off guard a little bit.
Yeah, I
You
literally
caught him
just
off
woke
guard
up.
a
I
little
mean, keep in
bit.
mind, I was still in college. It was like
There you
9:30.
go.
I was in bed.
Exactly. Exactly.
From the night
FaceTimed him,
before.
And he had a headset just like that because he was gaming.
Gaming.
That is
Jeez.
totally Talbot, right?
Answered
Jeez.
the phone, said, Sawbane.
Oh no.
Sawbane.
It's time. Let's get into
Yeah, we're distracted. We're distracted.
get into
All right.
it.
Blue Run. So before I get into it, it's kind of a cool story.
Okay.
You guys know Four Roses.
Yes, we do.
Has a close tie to me.
Yes.
I wanted to get this bottle because one of our future guests that we have, he's a whiskey connoisseur. Coach Loff, actually.
Wow.
Yeah.
The legend.
The legend. He told me about this, and he told me that one of the people who made or helped make Four Roses disbanded from Four Roses to make this.
Really?
So I'm quite interested to see how close it tastes.
If it gives you that same feel, obviously it won't give you the same sentimental value.
Right. But
Is Four Roses your favorite?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Sentimental and
Sentimental.
taste.
Yeah.
He likes to taste, but
I mean,
then
I
the
knew it had
sentimental
the
puts it
meaning,
over.
but-
now.
yeah.
I didn't know
Oh yeah,
taste-wise.
I love that. I love it. I had
Yeah.
I had some last night. Anyways, the story of Blue Run.
I had a couple drinks last night.
The story of Blue Run. Where did the name come from? Georgetown, Kentucky's Royal Spring. Co-founder Jesse McKnight called the Blue Run as a kid. Home to the birthplace of the bourbon back in 1789. Okay, we hope to enjoy our fine bourbons and rye whiskeys.
Okay.
Also, it is an award-winning. Okay, they have multiple. They have 2 gold and 2 best in the category recognitions. What else? Let me see this right here. So the owners are Mike Montgomery and Ken Lee. They shared a vision for creating a brand that would produce some of the best whiskey in the world. So keep that in mind.
We're going to see.
Best whiskey in the world.
We're gonna see if this thing's above a 9.
Mm-hmm. They set out to create a unique brand and would embody their values: authenticity, craftsmanship, and elegance. Okay. Now, this 50% alcohol,
Okay.
100.
100 proof.
That thing that's nice.
Yeah,
It's up there.
Yeah.
We had some what? What's
We've
our
had
highs? 119?
130.
120,
we've had 130.
127, I think.
Yeah, it was
Or
almost
130.
130.
Yeah, which
Before
was
you open that top, don't do that yet. I want to look at that bottle. I like the bottle. Is that a butterfly on the bottle?
butterfly.
Is it like
I've
a
been
gold
trying
butterfly?
to, here, while you look at
That
it,
thing
I'm
is
going to
sick.
try to maybe.
Yeah, let me get that. I like it.
I'm going
I
to
like
try to
it.
see what
I
the
don't know if you
butterfly
guys can
was
see
for.
this or not, but it looks really nice. It's clean.
Mm-hmm.
It is
Got
a
a
clean
nice
bottle.
little vibe to it. Exactly.
I like the
It's
butterfly
elegant.
on it.
Yeah, yeah, it's
I
elegant.
feel like
Ooh.
it
The
Yeah.
silver kind of
classes.
pops.
Yeah,
Yo.
that silver kind of classes
Yes.
it up a bit.
You know
I like
why?
that. Why is the butterfly on there?
The Blue Run bottle is a signature butterfly medallion. It was designed by Devin McKinney,
Mhm.
a former Nike designer,
Sick.
Yep.
That is
Makes
sick.
sense.
Yep.
Makes
creator
sense.
of
Good.
some of the
Pops.
most
Yep.
iconic sneakers ever produced.
Well, we know that.
Yeah.
Well,
I
we know
mean,
that.
Come on, Nike.
Nike.
That's
everywhere.
crazy.
Checks over stripes.
Hey, Tiger Woods just came
He just
out.
left.
I know.
Left Nike. I
I
wonder
know.
how
Did
that's
he?
going to impact the brand. Yeah.
I know.
I
They
didn't
just
see that.
separated
Straight up
like
left.
last week.
Why?
Or maybe
Discuss-
earlier this week, maybe Monday this week. I don't remember.
It was either earlier this week or late last week.
I think
He
it was
just
late
announced
last week
he's-
when I seen that on the news. I
He's
think it was,
parting ways.
Damn.
yeah.
Yeah, they're parting ways.
It was a
from,
lifetime contract.
I was gonna say he was getting like $1 billion, wasn't he?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I think he was one of the only 2 or 3 lifetime Nike contracts ever.
Jordan-
LeBron's one of them.
And Jordan.
And
Yeah.
Jordan.
Well,
Wow.
That's
We'll see what
crazy.
hap- we'll-
okay,
cool
we'll see
that
what
that's one
happens
of the
with the Nike brand.
designers.
That's
Exactly.
big news
Yeah.
in the golf world.
Yeah,
that is
sure
big.
is.
Well, I wonder if Nike will like still try to continue to. I mean,
They went and got Brooks Koepka.
Did they?
Yeah, they announced Brooks Koepka.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's a big
When
upgrade.
they lost Tiger and got Brooks.
He'd be an interesting guy to get on a podcast.
Yeah, it would be.
Ooh.
Oh, that was a good little pop.
Who? Brooks Koepka?
That was
Yeah.
good.
Why?
Because he's wild.
All right. Let's see
Here
what
we go.
happens. Thank you, sir.
Now, Coop, what we do, I don't know if you
Oh yeah,
watched
yeah,
this.
yeah.
Teach me the ways.
Yes, we smell it, right? That's what we do. We guess what's in it. We taste.
But we do not taste until
Until
we do a cheers.
Yep. Do a
Yeah,
cheers.
don't be like the other dudes.
Whiskey
Yeah,
for the
yeah.
soul.
By the way-
whiskey for the soul, insurance for the wallet.
Yeah.
By the way, I watched the last episode.
Yeah.
I didn't see you sip it.
Huh? You didn't see me do it.
Yeah,
didn't
we
see
didn't see
drink
you
it.
sip it. Remember
Remember
when you
you said
owned up?
you- yeah,
said
you
I
owned
got
up to it
I
and said,
got
"I
the
drank
camera
it."
caught me. I drank some. We didn't.
Uh-huh.
We didn't
I
see you
looked
sip
so hard.
They must have cut that out because I definitely drank it. I played it
that
off.
out,
I
Rob?
played it off
You're kind of
smooth.
like that, though.
Yeah.
cut that out? Them taking a drink in the last
Wow,
episode.
I get it. I smell. This smells good.
All right.
Ooh, I gotta get. I don't even know what the flavors are. Let me look that up.
Oh.
Let's smell it. We
Don't
can smell
tell
it
us,
while
but
he's
let's see
looking.
if we can guess it.
Yeah,
Well,
I gotta know what they are.
Somebody's got to know the answers, but the three of us are gonna guess.
I got
My
some.
guesses are not my palate's not great at guessing stuff like that.
But that's good though. That's good. Throw it at the board.
I'm gonna
See
pull.
what
I'm gonna
sticks.
pull an Adrian. Get the
Oh
schnauzer.
no.
The
Please.
schnauzer down there. In
Please.
the,
What do you mean pulling it?
Yeah.
Dude,
yeah.
That's
he was
one-
like, yeah.
That's like
Third- what
our
was that?
sixth episode, third or fourth
Third
episode
episode, and he
Is that Mac?
at Macadoodles. Yeah, shout out Macadoodles.
Shout out
Shout out
Macadoodles, and
Macadoodles.
shout
Yeah.
out Adrian.
Yeah.
I hope Adrian's watching this. But legit, he I'll never forget it. He goes, "Yeah, you got to get the schnauzer down."
Mhm. Yeah, it was really a good, different type of word choice.
And when he,
but it
and when
worked.
he, when he tasted it, he was like,
Yep.
Come on, let's go.
Hey,
Let's
Adrian,
smell
we're gonna get you back on that.
Yeah,
Got to get you back on. I've brought up the schnauzer every
I know.
It gets me every time.
But he was a fun guest though. He knew a lot about
drink
the
it.
whiskey.
wow.
You smelling it?
Okay, yeah. Let me
I
know.
get-
Let me know.
I get that this is a little.
Yeah.
Sorry, I
What up,
waved.
gang?
There's a couple people we knew walking by. Sometimes I just do things and it just. Sorry, camera.
You just know too many
they
people.
they
Just
think
famous around
they
here.
think the cameras think I'm waving to them.
We are. Don't
I
worry.
get some spice out of this for
Mm-mm.
sure.
I'm not getting
Not in
spice.
the note. So there's a note.
No, like when I say spice, I'm
Like
talking about
cinnamon.
cinnamon.
I know my way around some cinnamon whiskey, aka some Fireball.
I'm just telling you,
I don't get
there's
anything.
definite like cinnamon sticks or something that they
Ooh,
brew.
It's
You're
berries.
close.
It's berries in here.
You are very close, and I
Yeah.
think when I say it, you're gonna be like, yeah, but not
to
cinnamon.
the word sticks or the
No.
word cinnamon.
Just what
A
he's
spice
hinting
stick.
at. No, it's not a spice stick, but I think never mind. Just
Yeah.
go ahead.
Yeah,
All right.
don't give it away.
So there's a nose, a palate, and
Paprika.
a finish.
Say it again.
A nose, a palate, and a finish.
Correct. Okay.
All right. What are you guys guessing on what you
Yeah, we need
smell?
some-
Is there any fruit in it?
Did you?
I didn't. No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
Roll the clip back. I
You
did
did
not.
the-
No, I did not. No, I did not.
He got real close.
No.
I heard them lips over there.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. What do the Four Roses have in it? Because I guarantee it's got to be something similar to that. I don't remember what it was though.
Wow, this smells really good though.
Bro,
I know.
I
vanilla.
need some shit.
Come on, give us some.
Vanilla's in there.
Give us one thing.
I've guessed cinnamon.
Vanilla is not in here.
I've guessed.
Wow.
Okay, you're
Any
close. I'll
fruit?
give it to you. Brown sugar.
Cinnamon. Okay, that's close.
Any
That's not
fruit?
that close, but
Yeah.
Watch this. Fruits in there.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Seeds.
I
Yes.
just about drank it.
Apples.
Not gonna lie.
Apricot.
Nice. Dried apricot.
Yeah. Come on.
What?
That was pretty good.
Dried apricot.
I'm not gonna lie about that. That was pretty good. I'm pissed that I didn't get it.
And guess what
That
else?
was pretty
I don't know
good.
Guess what else?
What is apricot?
You never had dried apricot?
Me either.
Fire.
Yeah.
Me either.
You don't go to
What
the
is
store,
that?
You don't go to the store and buy the bags of the
Yeah,
dried apricot?
I-
Come on.
If,
No.
if you
Fire.
put an apricot in front of me, I wouldn't be able to tell you what it was.
No.
They taste good.
Okay. What
Is
about an
it- is
apricot?
it
You know
like
what an
a-
apricot is?
Whatever. Is it apricot or apricot?
Tomato.
Yeah.
You know what else is in
There's a
here?
right way to say it.
Potato.
You know what else is in here?
What?
Stone.
Fruits.
Oh,
I was gonna say stone fruits
gosh.
as well.
So
I'm
that-
kind of on.
So on the
right now.
nose, because
Got
I
it.
want to drink it. On the nose,
you ready
bright-
for a drink?
bright cherry,
Bright cherry.
tobacco,
Okay.
brown sugar.
Tobacco is got to
Oh.
be. Tobacco's got to be some of the spice and smell.
Mhm.
I'm telling you, it's got to.
That's a first that we on the note. That's
Yeah.
a first.
Bright cherry, tobacco, brown sugar, nuttiness.
nutties.
Nutter butt.
Nuttiness.
Nutter
Nuttiness.
Nutter butter.
Yeah.
That's what I think of.
Nutter butter. All right, you
All right.
ready?
I'm ready.
Whiskey
Let's
for the
go.
soul.
Insurance for the wallet.
Cheers, go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's good.
Whoa.
Holy shit.
Mama.
By
Fire.
the way, this is gonna obviously you guys need to know this. This is a $94 bottle.
I was about to ask what the value was. So this is an expensive price. This is a
High
premium
end.
bottle.
This is high end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This ain't no little boy stuff. This is big boy.
Well, they
stuff.
had to afford the Nike guy.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
And he comes with a pretty price.
Yeah, he does.
Well, that
All
doesn't,
right.
I will say that doesn't really help me with my rating. That makes me want to take the rating down because it's pricey.
Okay.
Really?
There's
Or,
two more.
or
There's
you're
two
just
more.
grading it on a higher scale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's two more on the palette though. You guys aren't done yet.
I know what's on there.
Okay.
Something chocolate.
No,
No?
No.
I'm close though.
the brown sugar is going to create sweetness. This is kind of, it's got a sweet, spicy
There's
taste.
a couple more sweet.
Licorice?
No.
No.
Gosh, come
Is
on.
it a stone fruit?
I
Nope.
don't even know what to guess.
We've said cherry. We've said apricot. We
Taffy.
said brown sugar. Tobacco's on the nose. We've got
It's not honey.
no. It's not vanilla. It's not honey. It's definitely not honey. What's the other one that butterscotch?
Nope.
Okay.
If he would have got it right, I would have been upset.
All right. I'm about to give you.
I would have been
I'm about to
He
give
would
you-
have been upset.
All right. So, white pepper.
Mm,
Oh, pepper. There's the
White.
spice.
White pepper.
There's the spice.
that is a spice.
Herbal white tea.
Okay.
This is different.
Yeah.
Peach. And clove.
Wow.
I wouldn't have got any of
Clove?
those. Any of those.
I wouldn't
That's
have
the
got
other
it.
thing. I have no idea what
the
clove
peach.
is.
Peach is
Like
a
a
stone
clover?
fruit, and I asked if there was a stone
A
fruit.
clove.
and
You did.
And
I don't know what a
and
clove
lied.
is.
Yep.
He lied. He just
He
straight up-
wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, I said, "Is there another stone fruit?" And he goes, "No."
Yeah. He just didn't
Oh,
know.
peach does have a.
Peach is a stone
My
fruit.
fault.
Yeah,
My fault.
come on
Peach
now.
is a stone fruit.
Yeah, my fault.
It's okay.
Can someone tell him
We
what a
make
clove
mistakes.
is? Because he.
I guess
he's
I'm just not diverse when it
I
comes
think
to
you
that's
cook?
spices.
I'm not-
Clove is
I
it's
don't-
like a
you know what a
green
clove-
lettuce.
No.
That's
It's like a
clove herb.
no,
A
dude.
3-leaf clover.
No.
Clove is like a
Clove is something
it's
you
an
use
herb.
to cook.
Well,
It's
you
an
can do a
herb.
garlic clove. There's different type of cloves. There's a garlic clove. There's like a
I know what a garlic, like the 3-headed.
yeah,
garlic thing,
exactly.
No,
I know
a
what
garlic,
but
or a
not
clove
that.
is those things you put in turkeys or in your ham to spice it up.
Tell us what a clove is.
Like a
Comment down below
like
if
a-
you
right
know
here,
what a
here it
clove is, because we clearly don't cook, don't know, or don't do any of that.
You don't ever get those when
I
you bite
would have
into a
never
ham?
seen that.
Bro,
No,
every
I've
year
never seen
when
that.
I bite into that, I get so pissed at my dad. I'm like,
What
"Why
do
don't
you
just
get?
close
I've
it?"
never
Honey baked
seen
ham.
Yes.
I mean, ham over turkey for sure.
Oh yeah, ham over turkey
Mm,
for sure.
Although,
Ham's it's juicier.
Yeah.
Turkey's
no,
too
hang
dry.
on though. I'm low key. I always love to get the legs of a turkey,
Ooh.
like the big old drumstick.
The turkey leg.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I'm a big turkey
Some
leg
ham
guy.
with
The
some
best
mashed
turkey
potatoes.
legs
Give me that over
are
the
at the
ham.
carnival.
Give me that over the ham.
No.
But everything else of a turkey, I'm taking ham.
I mean, unless it's smoked turkey.
You just can't have a bad
Exactly, I'm getting
slice
smoked
of
turkey.
ham though. You can have bad pieces of turkey, but you cannot have a
Yeah,
bad
exactly.
slice of
Why do
ham.
you think I'm always grabbing the leg? It's softer meat. It's the darker meat. It's not white turkey. It's not dry. It's soft and
He has
it's,
a point.
and it's juicy.
Welcome back to the Thanksgiving episode of
boom.
Whiskey and Insurance Podcast.
All right, ratings.
Who
What you
up?
think?
Who going first? Should we give
I
our
want-
guest?
I want Luke to
No,
go first.
Okay, Luke.
7.5.
Ooh,
Whoa. Okay.
let him teach their own.
To each his own.
To each his own.
I told you last time.
To each his
You
own.
need to drop that in there from that episode.
Just have it on the soundboard and
now.
click it.
Soundboard to each his own.
Each
Because
his own.
these guys said that I had to been 12 times that episode.
Hey, hit our whiskey glass. I want to hear if you
Yeah.
see
So,
it.
so are you grading it that
Hit the red
because
button.
of it being a higher priced?
Yeah, I mean it's good, but it's not.
Nice.
Yeah,
I didn't hear nothing.
I like that.
You didn't
You
hear
didn't
it?
hear it?
Mm-mm.
Oh, you got to hit it again. Mark missed it.
There's no way you didn't hear that.
Yeah, my stuff is not up all the way. My mic's not up all the way or something.
Oh wow.
I wish I would have heard that though. It's cool.
It is
I wish I would have heard it. I remember it, but I don't. I'm glad. I guess not important.
But yeah, I mean it's a good whiskey. I like some of the. I do get the flavors.
That was a dumb rating.
It's smooth. But yeah, 94 bucks for this. I feel like I can get this out of a $50 bottle.
No shot.
Yeah,
Ri-
I feel
ri-
like I'm personally not paying 94 bucks for that.
Yeah.
No, but
Ri-
I do think it's good.
Yeah, I'm not going to say that. That's why I got 7.5. It's
Yeah.
not a bad grade.
See?
It's a C.
I'll give it an 8.1.
Okay. Okay. I like that. Cool.
personally would still rather have 4 roses than that though.
Agreed.
Okay, agreed.
But 8.1. So we went from a 7.5, 8.1.
I think it's very good. I think it's smooth.
It's really smooth.
Yeah, it is. Especially for 100 proof, though. You got to take that in consideration.
Ooh.
Like, this is a
Because
strong
Horse Soldier
bottle.
was one of our stronger ones,
Way
and it didn't go down smooth like
Mm-mm.
this.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, but
It
horse.
did not.
Horse.
And that was still a $90 bottle.
No, it was like 110.
140.
So
yeah,
more.
120.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I tasted the butterscotch in that, and that was nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
I don't get any of the sweetness. I get a little sweet, but I can't taste the sweet in this.
I think your taste buds are
I
off.
hear you. Hey.
Teach his own.
Hey, everyone's got their own
There
taste.
you go.
To each his own. To each his own.
I'm about to walk off.
I think that's the 3rd one already.
Telling you, man.
That was pissing Luke off.
Yep.
It's hilarious.
10 out of 10. They've said it 3
Keep it up.
times.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Okay.
Keep the tally. at
I'll give
home.
it my rating. I think I'm on the same sentiment as Coop. I'll give it an 8. I'll give it an 8.
8 flat.
Yeah, I'll give it an 8 flat. I like it. It goes down smooth.
I'm trying to figure out how your guys is 8 and my 7.5 is so far off.
I didn't
Okay,
say
that
nothing
is
about
a-
your 7.5.
No.
I don't. That's your upper pod mate.
That is a.
I said
that
that.
is a pod mate.
Rest of the pod.
I've never heard
Pod
that.
mate.
my
Please don't
co-host.
ever say pod mate
My
ever
co-host,
again.
my co-host
Look it
will
up.
be
It's
huge
there.
for the rest of
Co-host,
the
whatever.
night. I'm done
All right.
with this co-host over here. This table, part of the table, I don't really know. Much
You're
of.
talking about a C and a B. That's a big difference.
Yeah, whatever. It's not that good. It's
Hey,
not that
they
good
both
for
get
$94. It's not
They
that
both
good.
do
You
get
heard
degrees. Yeah, I
I'm
heard
sorry. 94. We were supposed to take into account value, taste,
Uh-oh.
smoothness.
He's breaking it down.
Anytime, if you guys know Luke very well, anytime he starts doing this, he's talking business or he's dead serious.
I
He ain't
mean,
playing.
seriously, it's $94. When I taste this, I'm not saying, oh man, this is awesome.
Guess what?
You know what? Let's go get some blends. Let's go get some freaking blends.
Okay,
You know,
that's $110 more.
So would you drink Remus over this?
How much is a bottle of
absolutely.
Blanton's?
Remus,
Like,
Four
like
Roses,
aftermarket, like, buy
Angel's
it at a
Envy.
store?
I mean, need I
$2.25?
say more? That's
You
what I'm
said
saying.
enough.
But-
You said enough.
But Loft,
Yeah.
This is good. I'm
Wins
not,
long
It's not bad. Like you,
yeah,
I would drink
That's why I
it.
gave it a C. It's just not. It's not like, man,
Yeah.
I gotta go get me another bottle of this.
No.
Like this would be my only bottle I'm buying of you, Blue Run.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm different.
Go with
What's your rating?
what is your rating?
I think I'm gonna do an 8.6. 8.7.
Golly, man,
That's close to a 9.
I can't even do this.
That's how you come. That's good.
this guy. 8.6 for this.
Yeah.
That's how you coming, huh? Why? Tell me why.
To each his own.
Teach us.
I can't.
Because I like the
only
flavor.
Like a point off.
I like
Yeah.
how smooth it
8.6
is
is
for 100.
high.
Yeah, that's pretty high.
That's
Maybe
high.
for you,
Yeah.
to each his own.
Come on.
I like how it
Coming
goes
from
down.
the guy that
It's
wanted
smooth.
a taco supreme burrito for his last meal.
It's a crunch wrap. baby.
Whatever.
Get it right.
Taco Supreme. That's how you know you don't eat taco.
Like, come on now.
He ain't ate Taco Bell in years.
Hey, Doritos Locos Tacos do smack. but Not for my
Okay,
last
that's how I know
Honest
you are.
question. When do you think the last time you actually ate Taco Bell that you paid for?
meal. I got some when I came back from last year, so 12 months ago,
Was that your first meal back in the States from
Jamaica.
yeah. Yeah, I'm on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
man.
stopped by the Taco Bell right up the street off Woods Chapel. And,
Yeah, man.
That's funny.
and it was the only thing open.
Yeah,
It's good for the
man.
late night.
You know why? You know why it was the only thing open?
Taco Bell.
Lee Summit late
It's
night
the
food,
best.
horrible.
Yeah, I will say
They
there
got-
is nothing really around.
There's nothing like
It's not.
late.
Yeah.
It all
But-
closed at like midnight.
Unless you go to Jack in the Box, you get the munchie meal at 3 a.m. That's pretty good.
You know,
No more munchie meals.
so also St. Louis people that love White Castle.
Yeah, that's
That is
disgusting.
disgusting.
Comment down below. If you
Yeah,
like what, I'm
that's
sorry if
disgusting.
you're
I
from
mean,
St. Louis.
the
I got some St. Louis friends that I'll put on this podcast that'll watch this. You guys are tripping. White Castle.
White Castle,
Not that
the
good.
sliders there.
Ugh.
They're
I
kind of
just-
like soft,
soft
and,
and
like,
soggy. Yeah.
It's late night food. It's the more of this you have, the more that type of food would be enjoyed.
Go
Just
get me
go-
some ponchos.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
Eduardo.
Ponchos,
Yeah.
yeah.
Ponchos. Is that the place in the city?
I'll
Yeah,
put
it's
up
in the city. It used to be one
where
of
the
those
drive-through is
Let's-
fat
let's-
all the time?
I'll put up something here.
Yep.
I'll put up any Kansas City restaurant against a St. Louis restaurant. We win every day.
There's this
What are we
Italian.
talking?
there's
Yeah,
this
I would agree
Italian
to that.
place That's.
I mean, I would
close
just put
to
up. I would put up Kansas City against St. Ous in general, and we
Yeah,
would
I
win.
mean, there's no competing.
Yeah.
There's not
St.
competing.
Louis. I'm sorry.
We might
You
lose
guys.
some followers for that
guys are-
comment, but it is what it is. You know, comment
each
down
his own.
below. You know? Hashtag to each his own.
That's what I was just about to say. Hashtag to each his own. I swear, Rodner, if you don't create this for this episode, I'm gonna be coming for you.
Come on, finish it up. What else you have?
No, I was just say 8.6, 8.7.
8.6, 8.7.
Oh, he's creeping
Smooth.
up. He's going.
I said 8.6, 8.7 the first time.
Is it based
I'll
off?
sit on
Let's
8.6.
move on.
The
Based
reason
off
why
its smooth?
Segment.
smoothness,
Yeah.
I think it tastes good. It goes
he's
down.
ruined this entire
Okay.
segment for me. It's ruined.
Look, Luke's
8.6.
getting them back now. You guys got to watch the dynamic. This is hilarious. This is hilarious.
8.6 for
Come
this
on.
bottle. Viewers and listeners.
Hold it in,
I
Tal.
must
Come on
add-
now.
I must add a
Bust us through
disclaimer.
it.
Hey,
Do
let
not
the,
listen
let the
to
man
what this
speak further. Let him speak his
Thank you,
mind.
Coop. Thank you.
disclaimer. He's incorrect in his
The-
rating.
Don't make me say it again. The smoothness is really good for 100 proof. It's a really good bottle. And I think even at a $94 value, that's really not that expensive in the whiskey world, considering all of the other ones. It's a pretty fairly decent price for that.
Yeah. Why did you bust out laughing?
can't even keep it together.
I can't keep it together for you right now.
Okay, we got to move to the next segment.
You know what this is a great time for?
Yeah.
For Marquand to come in and start
Right
running
here.
around and talking about Apollo.
Run around here. About Apollo.
Tune into the whatever it's called.
Our commercial
Sponsorship.
break.
Yeah, commercial break.
We got to do that again. That was terrible. That was terrible.
Hey,
Did you
two
stop
things.
it?
Hey, no, don't stop it. Not yet. Did you stop it?
No, he didn't
All right.
stop it.
First, shout out to BM Allies. Thank
Yes.
you again for our sponsorship of our
Thank you.
glasses. We also have coupon here.
Thank you.
So Jill, Alex,
Jill,
big shout out
Alex.
to you guys.
Jen, thank you for everything you guys have done for us. Seriously,
We appreciate it. Second thing, Also, shout out to Apollo, our main core sponsor for this, providing the space, the mics, everything else. So we're able to bring you guys some content that we hope is funny, as much as we like to get up here and bicker and talk about our different ratings, which we'll talk about off camera here.
Yeah,
But
we will.
here comes in Mark. Thank you.
We want to shout out our sponsor, Apollo Insurance Group. They are one of the largest health insurance brokerages out of the Midwest. They specialize in health, life, dental, vision, a lot of the things you need in regards to insurance they have. So they typically save their clients a lot of money in regards to their premium. So if you don't have someone that's helping you or aiding you through this process or this chaotic world of health insurance, please reach out to them. They fight for you, they specialize in what they do, and they're great at their job.
Welcome back. Thanks for watching Mark walk around in a polo, talk about Apollo. We appreciate
we
that.
love our sponsor again, Apollo. They do a lot of big things for us. They've helped us out a lot with this podcast. They've done a lot for us.
This
and we
wouldn't be
appreciate
happening
it for
without
sure.
Luke, so we appreciate
Absolutely.
that.
So we are going to.
And you guys missed some stuff while we
We're
were
going to
gone.
come back from the break, and sometimes we wish that we could just bring you guys on, and after we cut, we bring you on and just sit you right here, so you can see us bicker and go at it. But it's all love, and so
It is all love.
we have some interesting stuff to get into. We have our guest for the first time, Jake Cooper, on the podcast. So we're gonna clap it up for him one more time.
Yeah, boy.
Yes, sir. And so we're excited. Cooper has been with Apollo for going on what? How many years?
Fourth
Going
year.
on 4.
4 years? Dude, you're a vet.
Yeah, he's a
you
vet
are a
here.
vet.
Yep, been here for a while.
Yes. And Coop, to me, and I'm sure to all of us, has one of the coolest stories of Apollo and the things and trials and tribulations and things that you don't see or understand when you first get into the business, and how to change your mindset to be this or to be that, to keep pushing through. He's living proof of that. So, we wanted to bring him on this podcast just to talk about simple things of entry-level agents, what they should expect, how do they prepare their mental to keep going, how do they not give up on themselves, right? What conversations can you have with yourself? What are you saying when you're talking in the mirror? Because I talk in the mirror a lot to myself. You know what I'm saying? I do that every morning, just affirmation, trying to make sure I got it
You have
right.
to in this business,
Yes.
or You'll
Yes.
just your internal thoughts will eat you alive.
Yep.
Pump yourself up.
And so, again, this stuff is not easy. Sometimes for most people, it is a slow grind. And so we just want to talk about the goods, the bad, the uglies of this business, and kind of give insight for anybody that's looking to get into the insurance industry. So we'll open it up. Go ahead, Talbot.
Start by telling us kind of your backstory at Apollo and kind of what happened.
How much in detail you want me to go?
I mean, however much you want, whatever you feel
It's their
comfortable.
story.
Yeah.
I'll share a little bit prior to Apollo, how I got connected to Apollo, what I wanted to do. Going to school, I wasn't the brightest bulb when it came to schoolwork. I didn't really apply myself. Didn't take the time to study extra for stuff. Just didn't. I don't know. It didn't do it for me. I didn't really care much about it. Talbot knew me in college. We went to school together, played baseball together.
Yep.
Baseball was my passion. Sports were always my passion.
Shout out West.
Shout out Griffs, baby.
Sports were always my passion. That's what I would say my identity was in sports. Didn't know what I was gonna do outside of. I didn't really know what I was gonna do outside of sports. I got my degree in education. COVID happened. Graduated.
Best thing ever.
Thought I was going to go into education. Thought I was going to teach. Thought I was going to coach.
I didn't know that. I'm sorry to cut you off. Degree in education. I did not know that. That's funny.
I don't
I was
really know
thinking-
why I did it, to
Hey.
be honest. I did it because I wanted to coach.
Exactly.
That's what I originally wanted to
I was
do.
gonna say
I
the
wanted to
last
coach.
conversation I had with Coop before he left school was he was going to be a PE teacher.
That's cool.
And he's
Physical
gonna coach.
education is what I got my degree in.
I can see that.
I can see that. I can see that.
I see Coop just out there. All right, let's do the timer. What do they call it?
Pace the pacer. Come on, line up.
Yeah. I was the kid that always got 99, 100.
I didn't ever try it.
I always
I
tried
did
it.
it.
That
I did too. I was
I
trying
tried
hard,
bro.
hard,
Remember,
bro.
we were always, even in middle school, we were doing that.
That was like a big day. Like, hey,
Oh,
today's,
yeah. The
today's
Pacer
the
Day.
Pacer.
This is how you, this is how you know who's it, who's
Yeah,
not.
yeah, yeah.
You remember
Pacer
that
Day.
thing, man?
Dude,
Oh my
bro.
gosh.
I hated the
That
little
100
robotic
I
sound.
just hated the beat. Yeah. Oh, that pissed me
You
off.
have
Some kids hated
the
that.
whatever they said.
That's the worst day of the year.
You're talking about chubby kids.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with chubby kids.
We hate it.
Whatever
You can
wrong
run
with
for a
chubby kids.
chubby
Oh,
kid.
you said we hated that.
I wonder how boring that was for everybody that like got out at 14.
So boring.
And we're still sitting there at 100.
They just have to sit and wait and watch.
Man, will this kid just quit already?
Low key, I used to get out like 45, 50. Like that I was like, oh,
I don't even
That's
remember.
good.
right. And I would
That's
sit
good.
there and I'd be
How
like,
many I would
I was
do.
like, damn, this kid's still running. I feel bad. This dude must be tired.
When did we stop doing the pacer test?
High school.
at what
High
age?
school, freshman year.
And then
Freshman.
push-ups, and then they did pull-ups. Those were all three of the paces.
we didn't
Was there
do
anything
pull-ups.
else?
We never
Oh
did
yeah, I
pull-ups.
did pull-ups.
We did
I don't remember
push-ups
doing
and we
pull-ups
did
either.
abs.
Sit-ups.
Sit-ups.
I remember
Yeah,
sit-ups.
I remember
sit-ups.
sit-ups.
Yeah.
remember
And
sit-ups.
flexibility. I used to.
I'm
Everybody-
so
oh.
not flexible. I can't even touch my. I couldn't touch
Oh
my
yeah,
stock
the
lines right
flexibility thing.
To this
I was
day,
stuck.
I will say I'm the most flexible in this office. I guarantee it. And I will always vouch on
now. There's
that.
probably a girl here that's
Oh, yeah. I'm sure.
I don't know. I can do the splits.
Okay.
But
Whoa.
anyways,
We got to get that on camera.
Yeah.
One
Hey,
day.
I'll show you.
We got to
Short right now.
Yeah.
I told you
Talking
I
about
told
doing
you I can do the
splits.
splits.
Yeah.
And
Man, if
everybody
you
was so
don't
impressed
pull
with it.
something,
Yeah.
I
I don't
don't.
want you to pull a groin.
I'll do it. I'll do it
When's
right
the
now.
last time you did the splits?
It's
like
been
3
years.
weeks ago, whenever we were at the other office, they didn't believe me. So I was like, I bet.
I was gonna
Did
say
it
3
hurt?
weeks ago. That's about New Year's Eve ish.
Yeah.
Did it hurt?
Probably had some alcohol in you.
He did.
No, it was at
He
the
was
office.
numb. He was numb to the
It was
pain.
literally at the office.
Okay, we're getting off track. Cool. Go. We stop. We
All right,
stop.
Back to my story.
Yes, gym teacher.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna get an education, but I did not want to teach. My main thing, I didn't want to teach when COVID happened.
Mm-hmm.
I was PE, so I wouldn't. I'm not doing that Zoom.
Remote. Yeah.
Yeah, that was just not me. Maddie, at the time, we were just dating.
Who's Maddie?
My wife,
Yes.
Maddie Ciapola.
Shout out.
Chiapola.
As
I go
Luke said.
Chiapola.
Chiapola.
Shout out, Maddie.
At the time we were dating, didn't know what I wanted to do. She had met Jared prior to me meeting Jared.
Oh, okay.
Jared Boyette, one of our
Boyette.
other
He was on the
associates. That's
sales.
on, yep.
And he's
That's
on
on the
the
pod
pod.
as well.
I eventually met a guy named Luke Crabb who used
Shout
to
out
also
Luke Crabb.
work here. Luke sent me a former employee's phone number. I connected, interviewed, accepted the job day one with
I was
Luke.
in that interview.
Yep. I came in I was in a full suit this
Yep,
day.
sure was.
It was on a Friday. Chiefs played on a
Red
Sunday.
Friday, baby.
Luke was in. I was like, man, I'm the only dude in this whole office
Wearing
that's
a
in a suit.
You were tied up too.
I had a tie
He had
as
a
well.
tie.
Now you're
Skinny navy tie.
Good.
Now you're not
I
going to catch you
remember,
dead wearing a
Remember
suit
that.
on
I
Friday.
This is
remember
2020, guys.
They
Remember
they
this.
offered
Oh,
me the job
4 years.
at the end of the interview. My
Three.
interview was awesome. I probably actually did bad, but I just remember the end of the interview was I said, "So what are the next steps? How do I know if I get the job?" Luke goes, "Well, what if we offered the job right now? What would you say?" I'd say, "Yeah, I'm in." Luke goes, "All right, you got the job."
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
Straight up.
"Oh, sick."
I remember
So
that.
we shook hands, showed him around the office, said he's coming on board, and rest is history.
Yeah. So that's how I got here.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got here.
Then I got here, and that's a whole different. You want me to start going into
Yeah.
what
Well,
happened?
Absolutely. Let's hear it.
Let's hear because this is all stuff we've talked about.
Yes.
But share your personal story because people that are trying to get into the insurance industry tune into the podcast. So it's think of independent agents. Think of people who are at college that are looking at getting into insurance. Your story is how I feel like a lot of people start, but unfortunately, a lot of people give up.
Yep.
And you didn't. So
Yep.
let's
So-
talk about that.
My story, you got to think about where I come from. No one in my family did insurance. I had no background in insurance at all.
The way we like it.
Nothing in sales, nothing at all. I was an athlete who didn't really know what he wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
Mark, you want some?
So I started technically when COVID happened. I started before the rest of my class. I did some random computer work when COVID happened.
Mm-hmm.
I first started, we at Apollo, we start in classes.
Mm-hmm.
So we start with 10 guys, like all you guys know. I was the worst one of the 10 when we first started.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't sell anything for probably 2 or 3 months. Usually your first 2 or 3 months, they're obviously really hard. You're learning everything. You're going through all your training. You're learning how to spell insurance. You're learning what a deductible is. You're learning what a copay is. You're learning different terminology and how to explain it to someone who has no idea about it.
For sure.
I had no idea what I was doing. I was horrible. Like I said, I was the absolute worst in my class. Didn't sell anything for multiple months. Usually someone will sell like maybe a policy or two their first
Marketplace.
I didn't think he was
month.
gonna make it.
Most
Straight
people
up.
didn't think I was going to make it. There were times where I was going to quit. I was done.
What kept you during that time? What was it that you're like, I'm gonna keep going? During those moments of
A
doubt.
lot of the relationships I had with my leaders. So at the time, the leaders were Marquand, Jared, and Safranik. Matt Safranik were the main 3 guys that trained my class. And there was one time I broke down. I started crying. I was, me and Jared walked around downtown Lee Summit. I was like, man, I can't do this. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you guys took a chance on me. I couldn't live up to what you guys thought. At the time, I was going to open a landscaping company. I was going to mow lawns, do stuff like that. That was my plan B. Jared convinced me. Jared was like, no, I believe in you. I have faith in you. I know you can do this. We wouldn't have taken a chance on you if we didn't see something in you. At the time, I didn't see it in myself. I was scared. I think one of the things that kept me is my parents both were telling me, you've never quit anything in your life. That's kind of how I was raised. I never quit. I never gave up. Stuff is
Just
hard in
athlete,
your
didn't you?
life. Yeah.
That's good because most parents in that situation would have done the opposite.
Yeah.
They would have told you to, yeah, man, you need to go.
Yep.
Yeah, not very many are supportive of a 1099 contractor type
Starting with nothing.
starting with nothing, owning your own business type of role.
Yeah.
They're not supportive of that because most people are an employee mindset. There's nothing
Right.
wrong with that. There's just a lot of people find more security in being a W-2
Salary,
employee and salary with benefits rather than a role like this. But it comes with high risk,
High reward.
also
High
high
reward.
reward.
Yep.
So
You had to look in the mirror and make a decision.
Yeah. I mean, there was a lot of times at the time I used to live up off Paseo. So I'd have to drive. I probably had like a 20, 25-minute drive to work every day.
Did you live with Maddie?
There were times where I would just cry going home because I thought I was failing. I had never truly failed to the point to where I was the worst in really anything that I had like truly cared about and like done, like the worst. You could have said, "Hey, I'll give you $1,000 if you can talk to this person for 2 minutes on the phone." I couldn't do it.
yeah,
There was just a mental block in my head. So I kept pushing, kept going through it. The thing that kind of separated me early in my time, I always had good work ethic, but I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what I was actually attempting to get better at, or I didn't have any skill. So thankfully, to my those 3 leaders, they slowly started giving me these different skills, these different how do you communicate with someone over the phone. I was comfortable communicating face to face, but if I didn't know the person and I couldn't see them, I was doing it on a phone.
you had a mental block.
It was just it is different for people who think they're good at communicating face to face. It's different communicating over the phone. It just is because they can't see your body language. They can't look you in the eye.
Did you tell anybody that you cried on the way home, like Maddie or your parents or anybody, or was it?
I
Did you
didn't
just
tell
keep
Maddie.
that? Did you keep it internal?
I did not tell Maddie.
Yeah,
I told
Well, Maddie, if you're watching this, now you know.
I
You used to
told-
cry.
he probably knows now. But
my parents both knew that I was struggling, that it was really hard, and
jeez,
Sorry.
but yeah, they both knew. My parents both
Interrupting
knew
the
that I
pod.
was that I was struggling. I always tried to, because at the time I had just proposed to Maddie, so I was trying to be.
The man.
yeah.
I was trying.
You
to
didn't
to
want
hold
to.
it down.
You didn't want to let her know that you
No,
weren't
I didn't
being
want to let her
successful.
know that I wasn't making it, or what I thought it could be going into it.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
the vision that I was
Yeah.
sold, or the vision that I was set on. I didn't tell her that. Didn't show any of that.
Why did your? I mean, that is so awesome that your parents were supportive. seeing that you were struggling, seeing that you were having like this mental anxiety and anguish over struggling. What's cool is that they were supportive and told you to not quit and to keep pushing forward and that you could do it. I'm telling you, 90% of parents would have said, hey, you need to go get a different job.
Yeah.
That is so cool. Was that more your mom or was that more your dad?
It was both of them. They come from very different backgrounds. My mom owned her own business. My mom had been in my shoes before. Failing in business is what I would consider what I was doing. I was failing. I was repetitively getting told no, repetitively banging my head against a wall. And my dad is just an extremely hard worker. He's a blue collar guy that just gets after it. Doesn't care how long it's going to take him. He's gonna get it done. And both of them instilled different things in me that I still have to this day. And I'm thankful for those two people, my wife, and then my 3 leaders are truly what kept me going.
So what happened after that?
Yeah.
After
what
you
changed?
broke through
What
that?
changed?
Yeah.
What made what
So the
flipped
first
the script for you?
The first. So when you start here, you start in June. Open enrollment starts in October or November, basically. Up till even after that first open enrollment, still dead last in my class in sales. If you work in insurance, you get paid on sales. That's just how it is. It's a commission role. I was dead last, like I said, after that. But the thing that I had done, even when I was still dead last, is I worked more than I worked a lot. I did things people weren't willing to do.
I can vouch for that. He outworked everybody else that was in his class.
After that open enrollment, I came back from, when did I start? 2020?
Yeah.
I got married in May of 2021, went on my honeymoon, came back, and during that time from after open enrollment, January through May, is when I would say the biggest growth of my like professional career, or whatever you want to call it, took off.
Good.
I'd say it's a lot from training and just getting over fear.
Mm-hmm.
Getting the confidence that why am I making this complicated? I can do this.
When it finally clicked in my head that this other person does not know as much about insurance as I do.
Yeah.
Or that they're just another person.
Yep.
I didn't need to be intimidated by them.
Correct.
Right.
Someone being a business owner that used to like intimidate me when I was right out of college.
Yep.
I didn't know what it was like to own a business. I didn't know any of this stuff.
Mm.
So that next 4 or 5 month window is when all my growth really took off. And from when I got back from my honeymoon to that next 6-month period, I sold over $1 million of high commission. I led the company in sales. I beat Jeff Geldner in sales.
Wow.
Put that on tape right now. Put that on tape right there.
If you're watching, hey, one of our headlines is I beat Jeff Geldner in sales.
In a 12-month period, I beat Jeff Geldner.
Come on, throw that out on there.
There's only one person that can say that.
Yeah.
That dude
Oh, you gonna get a lot of flack for that right there.
Jeff is beast. Jeff,
Sells a lot.
yeah, he's an animal.
Jeff is one of our top sales agents at Apollo. So,
But I think the thing that made me click was I continued. I naturally got better because I did it over and over and over, and I failed and I failed and I failed and I tweaked things. And but my leaders were listening to what I was saying, how I was saying it, my tone that I was saying it in. If I was connecting with the person, if I wasn't.
you're a student of the game.
If I was confusing the person, if I was making it simple. That's what I do now. I think very well or efficiently is I make things simple.
Yeah.
I don't confuse people. If you're trying to buy something and I'm trying to sell it to you and I'm confusing you, you'll probably like, just send me an email or shoot me a text. I'll get back to you. I never let people try to feel that way. I want them to understand what I'm saying. And if they don't, I'll explain it in a different way. But that's what really helped me. It was hard. Going through failing like that was probably the hardest time that I've actually gone through in my life.
Yeah.
It was stuff that I felt like I could control and I couldn't figure it out. That was the hardest part.
Yeah.
You feel like, dang, I'm better than this. What am I doing?
Yeah, there were people in my class that I felt like I was just as I could look someone in the eye and have just as good of a conversation as them, as Ray or as Tanner, Cassidy, all these different guys. And they were killing me. It's like, what are they doing that I'm not doing?
Yeah.
And then when it finally clicked, it was a different story.
I think the biggest thing that for me, just observing you during that time period, because like you said, I was one of your leaders then. And I think a lot of people that's in the entry level in regards to insurance or sales, whatever role it is, if it's sales, same things apply, right? It's just a different product that you're pitching, that you're selling, whatever it is. But the thing about Coop is that, when we would do these one-on-ones and things like that, because we always have one-on-ones, we want to get in, we want to listen to calls, we want to break it down, we want to do all of that stuff. I think the thing about you was that, yeah, you had work ethic, but you were always willing to learn, right? That was the number one thing that I noticed about you, that you were always willing to learn. Not only learn, but you're going to take that knowledge that you just gained and you're going to apply it. You're going to try to apply it, right, to the phones. And so that's when I knew, okay, he's trying, right? I can't help a person. You can't help a person that just listening, right, and then not taking what you're giving them and applying it to what they need to apply it to, right? You can't help that person. But you would always take the knowledge and then go do it. And it's like, okay, if he keeps doing this, he'll get there.
There'd be times where I would do stuff that I heard 10 seconds ago, and I would sound like an idiot trying to explain something in a way that I was willing to actually attempt to make an adjustment.
What's crazy about that though is that really is instilled in my head too. Those. That's why I understand why we hire so many people that are athletes, because they're coachable. That all goes back to coachability. If you're able to listen to somebody that's higher than you and able to take and instill what they say to you and appreciate what they're trying to do for you and understand that they want the best for you and be able to replicate that, you're always going to find success. Yeah. It might take longer, but you're going to find it. Yeah. Because they found it, Yeah.
And now now what do you do at Apollo? Now you're well into your 6-figure income earner, right? So now what? What's
now
next?
I'm running our group or employee benefit.
Oh yeah, this is new.
Yeah, this is pretty new.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So you're a junior partner here.
So I'm a junior partner. I'm a partner in the business. I'm running our employee benefits division.
Nice.
Yeah, clap it up for Coop.
It kind of sucks though, because I don't get to make fun of Coop every day.
Yeah,
I don't get to go over there and say, stop.
So for those that don't know what employee benefits are, essentially Coop's now responsible for gaining, managing, and operating for business owners. Yeah, teaching for business owners, bringing them solutions and advising in healthcare, because we have a fundamental problem in U.S. healthcare, and that's just I think it's $3 trillion now, or $4 trillion.
I think it's $3.7 trillion.
Yeah, $3.7 trillion industry of healthcare spending, which is about 15% of our total GDP of America. So if you just think about that and you put that in there's a massive amount of money that's out there being spent on healthcare, and it's not getting any better for the average consumer. Consumers, we're all consumers. All of us at this table are a consumer of healthcare. You watching on the podcast are a consumer of healthcare. We're all in the same boat. We're in the same direction.
And it's not getting cheaper.
And it's not getting cheaper. Premiums continue to rise. Our max out of pockets continue to rise. And there's no real end in sight. So how can we get creative? How can we save money? How can we be confident in the solution that we have for our healthcare? So he's going to be essentially teaching business owners that for their employees. Yeah. So
I'm really excited. Cool. If you would have told me 4 years ago that, hey, you're going to lead your own team by yourself, figure it out.
Nah.
I
can't even talk to the dude on the phone. No, I got a question for you. Yeah. So, I've only been here for 3 years. Well, 2.5. Third open enrollment now. But one of the coolest things I saw Coop go through was last year's open enrollment. We had a really cool incentive rolled out, and Coop was one of the only people to hit that incentive. So I want to ask, how did you get that really nice shiny thing that's on your wrist?
That's a great question.
Thank you.
So we were.
First of all, tell them what it is, though.
I'm wearing a Rolex. I won a Rolex from Apollo. I'll kind of explain. So we were at a Royals game. It all started when we went. The company hit a goal. The goal, I can't remember what it was. We had to hit a sales goal. We hit a certain number.
We've got a dugout suite.
And Apollo got a dugout suite
Very
for
cool.
a Royals game. I think they were playing the Twins,
Twins.
No.
It was
White Sox,
what was it?
Cleveland.
Indians
Franmil
at the time.
Reyes.
Yep.
Shout out
Reyes.
Franmil.
That guy was a
He's
beast.
a
Yeah, it
monster.
was. Wow.
Oh my god.
Also, though, this also goes back to what Luke said a couple episodes ago. If you own a business, the best way to give back to your employees is run incentives like this. So
Oh yeah,
go
it
ahead.
drives your employees.
Yeah.
But in a dugout, if anyone has ever been in a dugout suite, it's not just the dugout that you're in. You kind of have a little thing right under there where there's like
The actual suite.
yeah,
Food and
there's
drink.
food,
Food,
drink, stuff like that. We were in there. It was like a pre-open enrollment type of event.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was like August, September timeframe.
Yeah, yeah.
Me and Matt Safranek were talking to Scott and said, "Hey, you know, what type of incentives we got? What's something crazy we could shoot for?" And Scott, Luke has a couple Rolexes himself. He was like, "Well, what would motivate you? What do you want?"
And they looked down at Scott's wrist and
I said, "I'll take a
Rolex."
Rolex." He goes, "All right, well, let me do the math on how much it would take for you to sell for it to be worth it for me to get you this." And he gave us a number.
What was that number?
The number was 500,
450.
450,000.
$450,000 of a certain type of product. We call it high commission product.
Shout out Noah.
Specifically during open enrollment time, which was like basically October 25th through November or
October 25th,
January 15th.
2021 through January 15th, 2022.
Yeah.
You had to have it stay all active, obviously, so
3
it couldn't
months.
be fake business. Basically, he wouldn't buy something for
There was
us.
somebody else who earned it, but the business
Didn't
brought
stay all
them below
active.
it.
Actually?
Ray Dorsey.
Dorsey.
He
No
missed it by
way.
like 40,000. I'm not kidding. So yeah,
I didn't know that.
yeah.
Wow.
Sorry, Ray.
Sorry, Ray.
I'm sure
Apologize.
that's probably a sore subject.
But-
Ray.
No, yeah. How did that impact? How did that motivate you? How did that make you feel? Knowing you were getting close to that.
It took forever for it to come in.
I waited 18 months.
Is it worth it though?
I didn't know it was coming in. Actually,
Monday morning
Luke
meeting.
surprised me in a Monday morning meeting. I knew something was up when he was presenting it because for some reason, when we do our Monday morning meetings, there's one person in front of the entire company presenting or talking about something. Luke, for some reason, walked up there with his backpack.
Yeah, he never does that.
I was
never
like,
do that.
what in the world is this dude taking his
He's
backpack
about
for?
to shoot us.
Anyone who has a Rolex knows that it comes in like a case.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just like, you don't just get the watch. You get
Right.
the case, you get like a,
Papers.
it looks like a
Papers,
passport type
all
of
that.
thing that
Yeah.
has, you know, the ID number and
Yeah,
everything on
that's
it.
Serial
papers.
number.
That's the papers.
I call it
Know your
passport,
stuff.
the Rolex
Know your
passport.
stuff.
But he presented me with that, and I was honestly a little bit emotional.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
People don't realize how hard that I actually worked to do that. When most people heard Scott giving this like reward or bonus, whatever you want to call it, it was unattainable.
Yeah.
For
It
those
is a lot. It is a lot.
450,000 selling that is basically like you making $45,000 in about a 60
Day window.
day window.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's monthly premium times 12,
Mm-hmm.
and you have to hit that. So 450,000.
Yeah, it's a lot.
So it's not he's not making 450,000 in 60 days.
yeah,
But
it's true.
yeah,
I wish.
I wish.
I wish.
They-
That's
I wish we
we'd have a
collected
lot
every
more people
dollar.
here.
I wish we collected every dollar that people pay, but you know.
But I think the reason I was emotional when I got it or when I saw it was because I realized
hard
everything
work.
that I had done to get it.
for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Everything I had done had paid off.
Yeah.
It was very like gratifying. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
that was one of the coolest parts I think of my professional career so far was the gratification of all the hard work that I had put in.
Yeah,
Finally paid off.
that's cool, man.
Dope, man.
That's
Yeah,
a Rolex.
absolutely.
That's a Rolex.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not talking just a fossil or something.
No. You're
That's a
talking big
Rolex.
stuff. He's
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
big stuff.
Yeah.
I think dude, like that's great. I mean,
Yeah.
from a story from A to Z, and your story's still being written. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Mhm.
Now you just got a new
You got a new chapter.
new chapter that you're opening up in regards to group benefits, helping
When
lead
it
that.
comes to my story too, most people, if you did not see me go through
Mhm,
the struggle,
mhm,
I couldn't sell anything.
mhm.
Like my role, one of my bigger roles when new agents would come in is I'll sell stuff for them.
For them.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what I became really good at selling. It's just natural to me now. I can sell it. I can connect with people. For those new agents that came in, 23s, even you,
Yeah,
I really
you
didn't
sold-
see me
you sold some for me.
struggle
Yeah, I know.
like like I did,
Right.
they don't believe me. They think I'm kidding. It's
Right.
like, no, bro. I'll pull up these numbers, and when I pull up numbers, they're like, man, you were bad.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of cool to be able to show them that even when people are going through really hard times, if you're struggling with something, if you think there's no light at the end of the tunnel, it's all about the habits that'll make you whatever you actually want to be, or, you know.
For sure.
So
That's awesome.
Fire.
That's awesome.
Totally
Yeah,
agree.
man.
Great story. So, as we kind of do a wrap up of the podcast, what are some things that you would maybe want to leave listeners with, or number one thing that you've learned from insurance, whatever it is that you want to give listeners or watchers of insurance, or whatever you maybe it's hard work, maybe it's the job, maybe it's whatever it may be. What do you want to give that last thought or last message?
Or just sales in general.
Yeah. Sales, because we have people that don't even have anything to do with insurance.
Yeah.
Sales, just sales alone.
Sales professionals.
I'd say the thing that like will set you apart if you want to be good, and I'll just say sales in general. It's not necessarily that you're the smartest person on earth. That you're I think it's important to know your product inside and out. I'm not going to say that's not important, but I think the most important thing is connecting with people, understanding why people are reaching out to you looking for something, the type of value that you can bring to someone. That's the biggest thing. One of the biggest things that clicked for me is everyone I know and I believe needs insurance, and I think I can offer the best solution.
For sure.
I truly believe that. I don't have to sell you on that.
Right.
Me giving you, showing you the options and showing you why this is actually better. It's cheaper. It's got a better network. It does all this different stuff for you. People buy value and they buy you before they buy the product.
Amen.
You are a result of product. They're not going to buy the product if they don't buy you. So I think that's one of the things I figured out pretty, not quickly, but after when I started rolling, I kind of figured out that if they would buy me, if I can create a relationship with someone, that my chances of actually being able to help someone raise quite a bit. So
cool, man.
Yeah.
That is awesome. You hit the nail on the head. They totally are buying you as an individual. I don't care what product you have. People like people who can provide value no matter the product that's being sold. So if you're relationship driven, if you can have conversations that how you can support that person with whatever product it is and they like you, you could be selling water. You sell ice to an Eskimo. You just could. You know, I mean, that's the reality of any industry that is. So that's great feedback. Thanks for sharing that.
Yeah.
Any lasting thoughts that we should leave the listener viewers?
I think one of the biggest things I've learned from all the leaders that because everyone here on this side of the table has taught me as well. But I think the biggest thing is like, you can't be so drawn on one person. If one sale doesn't go through, it's moved on to the next. Because the more you stick on that one, the next one is going to lead into just a negative conversation. And the next one could be something positive. You can't just always...
fresh slate.
Yeah, you can't just always you're not going to sell everything. That's
Scott
not gonna
always
happen.
said the greatest 4-letter word is
Next. Exactly.
Yeah.
You can't sell everything. You got to move on. So that's a piece of advice I'd give. I mean, that I've learned. You just can't sell everything. Got to move on.
I agree, man. I think it goes back to the whole reason why Coop, we call him Coop, Jake, again, is on the podcast, and we thought it would be a great idea, is that you have to believe in yourself more than anyone else will ever believe in you. As long as you bet on yourself 100%, the rest will take care of itself.
Yep.
So when you're coming in the sales industry, whatever industry you're in, whatever business, you bet on yourself. If you bet on yourself, you're golden, and you put your work ethic behind it, you're good to go.
Yep.
So make sure you bet on yourself at all times at 100%.
The second you let that little gremlin on your shoulder tell you that you can't or doubt you, and that creeps in your head, you've already lost the battle.
Yep.
You gotta have some of it yourself, some of it, but the people around you also will help bring you up. Like when I broke down multiple times, I had these other people, all my leaders, Marquand, staff, Jared, that were bringing me back up, and I knew I could do what I had set out to actually do. I knew giving up was not an option, never an actual option in my mind.
Right.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Absolutely.
Well, let's put it in closing. Thank you guys for tuning in to another Whiskey and Insurance podcast. And who wants to close
I
this
think
up? Coop?
I think Coop should. You know the saying?
You know what I'm saying? Whiskey for the soul, insurance for the
Okay,
wallet.
sorry. I was about to say good morning, good afternoon.
That's how we open it.
That's mine.
Let's
Whiskey
close
for the
it.
soul.
Insurance for the laws. Cheers, guys.
Until next time.